It's round two. Good morning, all. Welcome to Hack Shack Studios. This is the second time I've tried to do this. I somehow inadvertently just broadcast out to Facebook Live this morning. So this is my second shot at doing this show. So I did a Facebook show just for Facebook, and so now this one is just for YouTube. So it was a little weird, like to set it up, and it kind of forced me to click on a Facebook link. So I clicked on that to get to go live on this show on YouTube, and so I guess what it did is it just bypassed YouTube and just actually just broadcast to Facebook, which was weird. I've never done that before. I didn't even know it was set up for Facebook. Apparently, I just set it up for Facebook, and then it went out to Facebook. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but anybody watching or that follows me on Facebook got a little mini show of what I'm going to do right here. This is going to be the epic show, though. This is going to be the YouTube epic show. So now it's working the way it should. I see all the familiar faces here. I see I borrow ideas, only the good ones. Oni64, shout out to the Woodlands. I do have a Woodland story for you, Oni, so stay tuned. Gaming or what trademark? Always trademark. That's good advice, Oni. I mean, I'm sorry. Gaming or what? We have Joe Bernardo. My brother's middle name is Bernard. Mr. K, in his way, will challenge the world. Hey, Art, what's up? Nasser the Roboti is in the house. The Roboti. Bop, 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 bop. That was my Nasser Roboti movements. Art works with a dead guy before working with me. You're damn right. I'd rather work with the dead than Nasser Roboti. You heard it here. You heard it here first. Oh, thank you so very, very much for the super chat, the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it, my friend. So thanks, Gaming or What. And like I said, take Gaming or What's advice. Always trademark. Past Master Dan, what's up? Morning, all. Oh, there's my lovely niece. Hey, what's up, Trish? I got a story for you. And now we're a little closer. We live closer together. We got to hang out a little bit more. So California was a little bit of a trek for us, but now we're closer. So yeah, I hope everything's well, Trish. I hope you and the family are doing good. All my love, and give everybody a hug, a big squeeze for me. I would appreciate that. And stay tuned. I have an epic Pamela Art story about Saturday morning. I already told all these stories on Facebook, though. It's going to be weird, like, you know, telling the same story back to back. Leg kick 1. What's up? We got speed boost. Hail Art. Hail to you. Hail right back to you. Skip Edwards Art. Good morning, Art and chat. Yeah, and you know what? This is going to be a little bit of a hangout chat too. I got some stories to tell, and I have some artwork to show. But yeah, just like always, you guys, if you have any questions, I love just hanging out with you guys and just hanging out, answering questions and stuff like that. So let's see what Past Master, pet raccoons. The raccoon did come back. Pamela tried. She threw food out there, but that raccoon did not come back. Although there are, like, they kind of dig for grubs. There are like little places in the backyard that have those marks. But we read also like armadillos do that. And there are armadillos out here, man. I haven't seen a live one, but we've seen some armadillo roadkill. I know that's sad. But that's the facts. It happens. Sometimes little critters get whacked with cars. Yes, we most definitely do. Yeah, man. I'm thinking Christmas. Christmas is going to be a family bash. We're going to have a Texas family bash, like the good old days. The good old days. There's Jimmy Owens. What's up? Oh man, my good buddy Pedro. Pedro and I have some stuff to say. We got some stuff to share with you in the future. Ahoy, Art, chat, how's it going? Pedro is a very talented son of a gun. Raccoons like Mexican food. Duh. Are you serious? There's a place called Torchy's out here. It's kind of it's not quite fast food. It's kind of one of those like fast food type restaurants. It's like one of those hybrid kind of things. And actually, it might be a full-on restaurant. They don't have a drive-through or anything like that. And there's a bar in it, so I think it's a restaurant. And I don't know if it's like a Tex-Mex, but it's not like any Mexican food I ever had. And they have this like in California they call them like garbage burritos. So it's kind of like a garbage burrito, but it's so much better. I think they it's hot, it's spicy, but it's not like just burn your mouth spicy. It's got like a lot of flavor to it, and those are so good. And then they have fajitas. It's got to be a restaurant because like a fast food wouldn't have fajitas because Pamela gets the beef fajitas, but they're like little. They used to call them street tacos, like little corn tortillas, and they got like the fajita stuff, the fajita beef in there, and we like that place. I think it says it's devilishly good or something like sinfully good or something like. But we eat there. We eat there. There's a place called the Black Walnut out here too. That's oh my gosh, food's so good. We go out on. We try to make a date night once a week. It's usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which I guess Friday, Saturday are date nights for most people. And so we pick a new restaurant in the area here and go out. And remember how cool we are. Spend some time with each other. Hugs and kisses. Love you both a bunch. Yes, right back at you, Trish. Let's see. Savages hunt down armadillos to eat. I always think is it like a hard shell? It's like they seem like they're like crabs or something. Like they actually have like they sell what is it shellfish that they have some kind of hard exterior because they look like they're armor plated, but I think that's soft. I think it moves. It must be some kind of protection, but I don't think it's going to protect them if a car runs over them. Oh, so that's true. So savages, that is savages, right? Hunt down armadillos. You live with savages here in Panama. Where the hell do you live? You have savages? That's crazy. With spears and like shields and stuff like savages. I don't know. Victor Thomas, hey Art, what's up? What's up? Past Master Dan, hitting an armadillo is not a good thing. More like hitting a cannonball. Oh, so they are pretty solid then. Yeah, I hope to never hit any animal. That sounds absolutely horrible. Oh, Jasper's Plan 9 has eaten at Torchy's. Yeah, I like their logo, but it's kind of I think it's just because it's basically Hot Stuff, the Harvey Toons cartoon character. It's a devil baby in a diaper with a pitchfork, which I know the story behind it, but I like to talk about like Casper and about Hot Stuff as like, okay, if Casper, this is going to be sad, is a deceased child, right? He's a little kid. He's not an adult. So I'm trying to be nice. So he's a deceased child. Then what is Hot Stuff? For a while there, I was thinking he was a deceased child, but he's even younger. He wears diapers. All right. So this is like an infant that did something so horribly wrong in his little life that he's a little devil now. I know the real story, but I think that's fun to talk about. Like, is it just an evil baby? It's like the Damien child at birth. So actually, I think he's supposed to. I think Hot Stuff is like this, like the son, like a baby of the devil. Like that makes it any better. But he is cute as all get out. I do like Hot Stuff. I think he looks cool. Ooh, that'd be cool. A summer visit would even be better. By then, we should be fully moved in, and we could make use of that backyard. We'll have like a major pool bash. Torchy's originated in Austin as a food truck. Oh, serious? Okay. It is a restaurant because like I said, there's a bar and there's a dining area inside and a dining outside. And it's not, I wouldn't say it's upscale, but it's nice. It's nicer than I guess just like a fast food restaurant thing. So I think it's kind of a hybrid between the two. And but I think there's a sit down Torchy's at the, what is it called? Like the Waterway or the mall or whatever it is, off the 45, I think. I think there's like a sit-down restaurant somewhere, and it's a full-size restaurant. So that's cool. Ate at Torchy's last week. What do you get there? Because I just stick with that. Like they don't call it a garbage burrito. I forget what they call it, but it has like everything in it. It has beans, rice, guacamole. It's got cheese. I usually get the chicken. The chicken marinade is so good. Okay. Oh, there's a secret menu at Torchy's. They have more weird tacos available. Oh, thank you, Jasper. I will do that. Yeah, there's one just right around the block. So we go there. Maybe we've been here for 6 weeks now. So we've gone there probably 4 or 5 times. Yeah, Peyton Peyton Holden Art T Bear. I have clothes on. I haven't even talked about my Saturday morning yet. Okay, Hell Art and the Stallion Whisperer. Possessed Demon Baby. I knew it. Deceased Rosemary's Baby. Yeah. There is something weird about it. Oh, wait. Did they bring that character into Riverdale? Oh my gosh, that's kind of creepy. If CW did a version of that. Oh, I thought maybe they brought that character into Riverdale. I think it's Harvey Toon, so it's not Archie. So I think it's a different company that did, because I think like Harvey was like Little Lulu, Casper. What was that big duck? Baby Huey. They did a lot of baby things. Like Baby Huey was like, he had like one of those little baby bonnets on and had like a bib on, but he was massive. I guess that passed for humor back in the day. I see Shane Davis. This is starting to sound like a Shane Davis stream. Just a stream of consciousness. Just talking about anything that you feel. I just like hanging out, man, before work. That's why I like these early, because I just hang out. I get social, and then I start my day and become antisocial. Armadillos can pop a... Are you serious? And cut brake lines if you're not careful. That's when you hit them, right? They don't just go in there and like, like unscrew your or eat through your tires and then they cut your brake lines with a knife. Grandkids are bugging me to get back to Star Wars. Oh yeah. The new Star Wars, not so sure, but the original stuff is really good. Saturday morning had to be rough for Graham. Oh yeah, rough for Graham. Like I think he made another $2,000 by the morning after we closed out. So this will be a good segue past Master Dan for my snake story and my Saturday morning story. Okay, so and then I'm gonna get. Trust me, I'm gonna show you the artwork. I'm gonna show you the Robert Kennedy artwork. All right, so we're closing out Graham Nolan. If you don't know, Graham Nolan, very, very talented Batman artist. He was co-creator of Bane, and most people know Bane now because of the movies and stuff like that. So he co-created Bane, and so what we do when we pitch these, we do these Indiegogos, independent publishing. We do like Indiegogo has a start date and a finish date. So Friday night was his finish date, and it's 12 o'clock California time. And so once it hits that, then the campaign's closed. So what we do is we close out these campaigns on somebody's channel. This was on Ethan Van Sciver's channel. So what we do is we do like live streams till it closes out. So we did 6 hours. We did a 6-hour live stream for Graham Nolan. He better do this for me for Black and White too. He better. But anyway, so so we're all there and we're hanging out, and Graham is doing well. You guys are supporting him. We're hanging out. We're having a good time. And so this goes until 2:30 my time. So those guys were an hour because they're on East Coast. So they're an hour later. So this is a long, long day. And so, excuse me, a little dry here. Hold on. Little Audrey. Oh yeah, some people are bringing up the stuff, the Harvey Toon stuff. Yeah, and so so then we're closing it out. It's 2:30. I am dog tired. By the way, thanks for everybody that hung out with us on that live stream. You guys are the best. You guys showed Graham so much support. It's amazing. This community is absolutely amazing. So sleeping, feel like, yeah, good job. I'm going to sleep in. It's Saturday morning. I'm going to sleep in, worked late, you know, supporting Graham. And so early in the morning, you know, my wife comes in and she's trying not to be panicky, like panicked in her voice. So she's trying to be calm, but she's having a hard time doing it. So Art, you got to get up. You got to get up. And I'm like, what's going on? You got to get up. There's snakes in the yard. And then I'm like, snakes? Like more than one? And she goes, yeah, there's two. And she goes, I think they're making love. And I'm like, oh, great. I've never killed 2 snakes at one time. Like in California, just to back up, we get a lot of rattlesnakes in the summertime when it starts getting hot. And so, you know, when they get on, I don't go out in the woods and hunt them, but when they get on the property, I kill them with a shovel, usually a shovel. And they are dangerous. So I just want to be clear, like some people, I've told stories about killing snakes before. Snakes, yeah, more than one in the past. And then people are like, why would you kill them? Why would you kill? Well, I kill them because one, I used to have a little kid in my yard, my daughter, who would play in the summertime. So I would go out there as a perimeter watch, and I would, you know, make sure that there were no snakes around where she was playing. So one, and I have killed them when she's out playing before at the pool with many of her friends as well. So it does happen. So then we got a dog. She wanted a dog. So I thought that maybe the dog would be good and keep some of these things at bay. Well, apparently it did, and it got into a fight with the snake, and the snake bit it on the face. So family dog, good thing it was a bigger dog. I think, sadly, I don't think it would have survived if it wasn't a fairly substantial dog. I think I was in Texas doing a convention. I'm at the airport. I get a call, and it's my wife, and she's like crazy, like in tears and stuff. And no, maybe it was my daughter. Yeah, maybe it was Amanda. And it's like, Art or Dad, you know, Flora's been bit by a snake. We're at the hospital now. The you know, and they think that they can save her life, but it's going to cost thousands of dollars. And we wanted to run it by you. And I'm like, just do it. Yeah, don't worry about the money. Just keep the dog alive. It was like, God, it's so expensive, so expensive. So we did, and the dog pulled through. But oh my gosh, the shit that dog went, the dog's face swelled up and her whole upper body, like where the venom went in, it was absolutely horrible. I've seen, uh, you know, guys that have been bit on the hands and their hands swell up and they turn purple. It's it's not cool. I absolutely hate, I hate all snakes, but I despise venomous snakes. And I know, like I said, that's why I want to preface it, because I've told stories about killing snakes before and people get, why would you kill them? Just, capture them and throw them over the fence. It's like every time I have to spend one moment with this snake is the chance and the opportunity for that snake to bite me or to get away and bite somebody else. I'm not going to do it. Once you agitate these snakes, once you agitate, I know a rattlesnake, those things are crazy fierce. They're once they'll stand their ground, they huddle up in their spring mode so they can jump at you, and they'll stand their ground. And that's why when I kill them, I kill them first time, or I severely wound them, depending on the size, because those things, even when you hit them once with the shovel, sometimes they'll come back on you. A lot of times they will. So anyway, are still feeding those damn raccoons? Yeah, no, we're not. Yeah, Pamela is, my wife is. I'm not. I'm like, get some of these things away. Art is the John Wick. You're damn right. I should have my wife tell the story, because she actually she does. It's funny because when you're married, your wife doesn't often say like, oh, my husband's so amazing, he's so this and that. But when I kill a snake, especially in front of her, she's like, oh my gosh, he's so cool. He's a badass. Yeah, so I do like that aspect of it. So anyways, she's like, back to the morning. Okay, she wakes me up, she's like 2, and usually my adrenaline will kick in and I become sharp as a tack. But I was so freaking tired, and I had been drinking too. Like, I was so tired, I couldn't sharpen up. So I was kind of getting a little scared. Like, I got to get that adrenaline up, because that helps me, pinpoint these things and hit them with the shovel. Because like I said, if you miss, not good, not good. So we go, she pinpoints where it was. They were over here, 2 of them. Keep in mind, there's 2 of them. I don't know what these snakes are. We just moved here in Texas. They have water moccasins. They have copperheads. They have different types of snakes than we did in California. And the one good thing about rattlesnakes is they're not particularly fast snakes. Black racers. There's other snakes that are faster. Rattlesnakes aren't. So I pretty much know their speed and everything. And I've killed. I'm not kidding. This is not bragging. I've killed over 20 rattlesnakes. I usually kill at least 1 per season, and we were at that house for 20 years. So I probably killed maybe close to 30, actually, now that I think about it. So anyway, we're in the backyard, and the grass here is like varying colors because it's still not spring. It's still a little wintry, and they have different kind of grass here, St. Augustine or something like that. So it's not like green, like California grass. And so there's leaves too, because we had the frost and the trees are dropping leaves and everything. So the ground is all different colors. So to find anything in the grass is difficult. So I'm taking a step very cautiously. So I'm looking at the perimeter, fence to garage perimeter all the way across, just scanning it as I'm walking, right? So then I'm really close to where she said they were. And I'm stopped, and I'm like, I don't see anything. And she goes, they were right there. And I'm like, if there were 2 snakes, and then I'm like, I was just about to step, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. Freaking right in front of me. It's like 2 feet in front of me. And it didn't see me, and it was early morning, so I think they're a little slower in the morning time. And so there wasn't 2, there was just the 1. So I just I whacked it, and so I usually have, if I go out with an assistant, which is either my daughter or my wife, they'll bring clippers out. So like branch clippers, not like little, like these will snap a branch. So I bring those in. So Pamela held the shovel because we kind of had it pinned into the ground. It was pretty much severed, but there was, yeah, not to be graphic, but it was still connected. And then the shovel was keeping it there, so it couldn't, because it came back on me. They always do. But I always keep the shovel to where, they can't strike. I've had a rattlesnake. Oh my God, this thing was crazy. Like, it was striking the shovel back. You could hear it, king, 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 king. It was just repeatedly striking the shovel. I had it pinned. This was back in California. And when I was done, after I killed that thing, or after it finally died, there was venom all on the back of the shovel. Like, that thing was just, the teeth must have been hitting, because that was that tin sound, king, king. And I was like, holy shit, man. So anyways, this thing's coming back, but it's not as big. Like the one that I was talking about was a big, this was really only about 1.5 feet. So it was like, it was a baby. I think those things can get like, well, anyways, it was a copperhead. It was a copperhead. We found out later. I don't know what these snakes look like yet, but I know what a copperhead looks like now. And so it came back. I got the clippers when it was coming back, and I got it by the neck. The necks are thinner than a rattlesnake, so it was short business. Like, they say, like the copperheads have big heads, but the rattlesnakes are way bigger. And the copperheads had like a skinny neck, and so snap, done deal. And so then she said there were two. So then I'm thinking there's another one. So then I spend the next like 20 minutes searching all around for the other one. I found a tunnel close to where the two were when my wife saw them. So I'm thinking that one of them went back down the tunnel. And so we looked it up on the internet, and sure enough, it was a copperhead, and they weren't making love. They were fighting. So the nearest I could think is they fought. One stood its ground. The other one went back down the tunnel into probably the neighbor's yard. And so that was that. So yeah, copperhead. We have copperheads now. So what I am going to do is, we were looking for a fence. We're going to replace the perimeter fence. I'm going to frickin', that fence is going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing fence. The one around the California property, I actually dug around the perimeter, and I looked it up. I just did this, but I didn't know this was what you were supposed to do. And I dug like metal mesh into the ground about, I don't know, 6 inches, and then up the fence as well. So they have wooden fences here, but there's like a 2 by, I don't know, 6 or 8 thick board that they can put along the perimeter of the bottom of the fence. So I'm going to put one of those in, and then I'm going to put the meshing into the ground. I don't like those things. I don't like those things at all. Yeah, 20 confirmed, 20 kills. Yeah, it's probably more. Yeah. Leroy says Art puts a star on his lawnmower for every snake he kills, like the old WW2 fighter planes. Yeah, my first kill in California, I just threw the snake over the fence, and then I cut off the rattle, and I was going to use it like a souvenir. That thing stunk up the garage, man. So I had to get rid of the rattle. But I guess rattlesnakes, every rattle is 1 year of growth, I think. So you can tell how old they are by how big the rattle is. But this one I left in the yard. I left right by that hole. I was like, if that other one, because I collapsed the tunnel too and put a rock on it, so that if there was another one and that's how they got in, they were going to get in that way. Although the fence is a piece of crap and they could get under the fence anyway, so it's not even a big deal. A 45 cap. Yeah, there's snake shot. And I looked into it in California, and to get even a gun, well, I think it's just a normal gun that shoots, but I think they actually make a snake shot, like pistol, that just shoots. I think it's called snake shot. It's like a shotgun shell. type thing. And I think in Texas it'll be easier to get one, because California, I did look into it. And also in California, the thing is the way the yard was set up. If I shot at those things, like I've had them by the pool machinery, if I shot into the machinery, I would destroy, the pump. And then there's sprinkler systems and stuff like that. So I have more control with the shovel, but with a pistol, I don't have to get as close to it. And I think the shell shoots out like a shotgun. Copperheads smell like fresh cut What? When you kill them, or they just smell? I'm not going to get close enough to a copperhead to smell like a cucumber, unless they really, really smell that bad. Thank you, Tank Ferret. Smash that like button for sure. But yeah, so after that, after I killed that snake, we were a little shaken by it. But yeah, Pam was like, "Yeah, you kicked some ass." She goes, "You were so fast. Like before I even saw the snake, you had killed it." So that's good. I have lightning fast reflexes when it comes to killing those. As Pamela's mom used to call them, buggers. Kill those buggers. So I borrow ideas. Art wasn't in the Garden of Eden. Hell no, I would have killed that snake. and then I would have ate the apple. No. Maybe they got the name wrong in the Bible. I can see Adam and Art getting mixed up. You guys are on fire. That's funny. I never pegged Art for a religious snake handler type. No way, man. There's no handling snakes. There's only killing them. Some people they have them as pets and stuff like that. When we were looking up like what kind of snake it was, because the markings, they're smoother and they're light, kind of a light brown, and they have rings. Like it's not like a diamond shape like a rattlesnake. And when we were looking up like their behavior and their, all that kind of stuff, there are people that actually have venomous snakes as pets. You know what? Life is tough enough. I don't need to complicate it with a frickin' rattlesnake or a water moccasin or something like that in my house. Yeah, look, here's my venomous snake. Yay! It could kill you. I don't want anything in my house that could kill me. So I have to do this, man. You guys have been backing a lot of these Chrono books, so I'm gonna go briefly over the Chrono campaign, and then I am going to show off my Bobby Kennedy jam, my piece of artwork that I jammed with the great Bobby Kennedy, brother of Robert F. Kennedy. So that will be a lot of fun. All right, Chrono Mechanics, near and dear to my heart. So I do appreciate it. I think we have 4 books that are going out probably today or tomorrow. So the 4 that just backed, you're going to get your book very, very soon. I saw those downstairs in boxes, so Pamela's got them all ready to go. She just has to get to the post office and get those to you. So 51,737. We are rounding. We are close to 52K. So that's going to be awesome. Chrono Mechanics Retrofit, they do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. So these are time traveling repairmen, you guys. So here's the video here. Are you going to tell your snake story?
Hi all, I'm Mark Taylor, and I'm a comic book artist. During my 35
Pamela just walked to the studio.
I worked on many comic titles for DC, Marvel, and Image Comics, such as Adventures of Superman, Ultimate Spider-Man, X-Men, Cable, Spawn, Youngblood, Super Sons, and others too numerous to mention.
That is numerous.
Now I'm rocking the indie scene, and that all began with my graphic novel, Black and White.
Look at
and
that.
Thanks to people like you, we made that campaign a huge success. Now, I'm hoping that together we can do it again as I switch creative gears to offer you something new and exciting.
Get it? Gears?
just for this Chrono Mechanics title. At this point, you may be saying, sounds good. But what is Chrono Mechanics about? Well, I'm glad you asked. This wildly funny sci-fi action-adventure graphic novel focuses on the best repair team to ever turn a wrench. I'm talking about Team 9.2 of Sector 7. Chrono Mechanics is about the brave, knuckle-busting son-of-a-gun repairman who fixed the big machine known as time. And yes, when I say machine, you heard right. What keeps our time running smoothly is an ancient, nuts-and-bolts, cosmic clockwork machine that is as huge as the galaxy itself. So join Oot, a prehistoric businessman with anger issues. Caravaggio, frustrated Renaissance artist and inventor. Zen, a child deity with the power of a gem. And a potential new recruit, Doug, a 70s rock god and slacker with crazy dumb luck. As they don their work suits and power up to repair a rip in time, will our slacker step up to become a chrono mechanic and take his place as the fourth member of Team 9.2 of Sector 7? Chrono Mechanics. They do more before the dawn of time than most people do all day. We believe that you will have so much fun reading about the crazy repair misadventures of Team 9.2 as we did making it. So please support this campaign and then spread the word. Thank you. You are awesome.
You are awesome indeed, indeed. So, Pamela, do you have anything to add?
No, I think Chrono Mechanics is awesome.
It is awesome. Well, this is a self-contained 60-page graphic novel, beautifully printed in a square-bound format. Nice, heavy stock cardboard cover, glossier than all gloss. You're going to be able to see yourself in this cover. So we have a bunch of cool perks on the side here. My favorite is the featured, which is the sketchbook and the comic, the graphic novel itself. So we have that. They all come signed, and each one of the books comes with an accompanying trading card. So the main book comes with the team card, a mechanic card. The sketchbook comes with Eugene trading card. So each one of the cards, or each one of the books comes with a card. So the various cover collection comes with, like the Caravaggio book comes with a Caravaggio card, Doug comes with a Doug card, so on and so forth. So yeah, there's a lot of cool pages you guys can preview here. And I think we get a better look at some of the interior of the sketchbook here as well. Yeah, here's the sketchbook, and here's some of the artwork that's featured in there. And then we have the variant cover. So this is Superstar Collection. So this is Sean Cheeks Galloway did Oot. We have Tom Bancroft doing Doug, and we have Aaron Lopresti doing the child deity Zin, and then we have Carlo Barberi doing Caravaggio. So yeah, come by. There's something for everybody. Hopefully you find something you like. Back today, and these books are done. Everything's done, so it's all going out as they get ordered. So what would you say, within 4 or 5 days they're going out? Yeah. So usually if we got an order today, they would probably go out by the end of the week. So these things are shipping ASAP. And like I said, back a book today. You can't go wrong with Chrono Mechanics. Can you go wrong, Pamela?
No, you cannot.
You cannot. Did you want to add anything to the snake story?
Oh, you told the snake story?
Yeah.
About me walking on air?
Well, see, I didn't tell it from your point of view. So Past Master Dan says, if Pam drives the snakes out, we should make her Saint Pam. If she drove the snakes out, I wouldn't have to kill them.
Art has pretty much forbidden me from going outside unless he's awake. A couple of weeks ago, I go out, he's asleep, I stand on a rock to do my impersonation of the Titanic scene on the bow of the Titanic, woo, the world is mine type thing, fall off. Not a pretty sight.
She gets up early and she goes out in the yard and she gets all spiritual and so I don't know what it was just there. Like, why'd you climb the mountain? Because it was there. Is that?
Yeah, I guess it just seemed like the wind was blowing and it was nice, and I thought, okay, I'll stand on the rock.
So she climbs up on this rock and she falls off the damn rock, and then she comes in. She's got what is it? Like a bruise. I was gonna say it was like road rash, but it was a bruise. It was like this big on her hip and down her leg, and then
I got road rash and my shoulder
and arm, and oh my god.
So I did that, and then the other day I go out and I'm again and enjoying my yard and almost step on two snakes. I mean, I was so close I could have spit on them, and their heads were all entwined with each other. And I looked that up and found out that means it was two males fighting. And so I managed to walk, and I'm telling you, my guardian angels were hanging on to me because I was not touching ground.
Pamela came in on a turf war, on a copperhead turf war.
So I go in, and as I get in the door, I'm thinking, should I wake Art up, or should I just ignore this?
Oh,
and so I woke him up, and he had to go out and do his thing. And he gives me a towel, and he goes, hey, if you see the snake, throw this on top of it.
Well, I was like, if it comes at you, I'm trying to protect her. Like, you can throw it down and then you can run. Oh my God. Now, see, she's not like this. She's not like this. When this camera's on and that mic is on, this is when she throws me under the bus, because she knows you guys are going to back her play, but you're not, right? You guys aren't? You're on my side, right?
But anyway, he is...
Gave her a towel. What the hell do you... Well, I have to read this because Leroy says Pam has hillbilly blood. It's best not to mess with her.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and then I Borrow Ideas says Oot was based on Art in his younger days.
Yeah.
I have killed with a club. I did kill a scorpion. Was it a scorpion or tarantula?
A tarantula in the house.
And I was naked.
Yes, he did look like Oot, caveman protecting his cave.
Oh, well,
and the funny part with that story is the club was actually a little plastic red bat that belonged to our daughter, because Amanda was about a year old at the time. It was a little plastic bat. So here's this naked guy hunched down in the kitchen beating a tarantula with a little red plastic club.
Well, okay, once again, I think it was early morning. I'm sleeping, right?
Right.
And you're like, oh, get down here. Like, she's sort of yelling. And so, like, you know, and Amanda's just a little snot. And so I come running down the stairs. I didn't even, okay, this would have, if this made headlines, if I would have been killed, this was something, I would have been butt naked. So I'm running down the stairs and I'm like, what is it? And she's not exactly, no, you told me. You
I'm
said,
yelling, it's a tarantula.
it's a tarantula. So,
Oh,
you know,
tarantula.
just like when you have little kids, there's toys everywhere. So she had like this red little, it was like a super deformed, I think that's what they call them, like toys that are like, they're cute. They're like,
baseball bat.
it's a little baseball bat, but it looked more like a club because it's like short handled and then it kind of comes out really big on the end. It's more like a club. And so I grabbed that thing and then I saw it, I just whack, whack, whack. And those things,
they're meaty.
They have like some kind of, is it called an ectoskeleton, or like they're hard, they crunch. Like I've actually stepped on one with my shoe, and they they compress like a shell. It's
there was tarantula guts all over the kitchen.
yeah, because you can't just hit them once. You whack them many times, and then there's that adrenaline that's like, you're not getting up. So pretty much it was just paste at that point,
Yes.
with maybe little arms, pieces of arm
But it
hanging
was
out.
so funny because everything that happens, he's asleep.
I can't sleep. I can't get any rest.
I tried to bring home a mountain lion one time because I thought it was a house cat.
And then I look out the window. She's like, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dog, get away!"
It's a mountain
The
lion.
mountain lion, you psycho.
So you can see I cannot be trusted, and you see why Art is prematurely gray.
I like that prematurely gray. That was good. Art. That's when Pam found she could jump as high as a roof. Yeah, it is funny. Like when you see things like those cartoons where you kind of jump up and you run in the air and then you take off. It actually does happen.
Yes, it does.
Oh, Henry Bemis says, I'm a sucker for bells and whistles like the patch that came with Chrono Mechanics. Oh, very cool. Yeah. So what are they still being shipped with, the books?
The patch and trading cards.
Okay. So the patch and the trading cards are still being shipped. We're not advertising it anymore because those were the stretch goals. But Pamela, being the giver, is still packing those away. So when you buy the book, you're still going to get the.
Aren't those patches awesome?
Yeah.
I tell you, where we get the patches printed, they do phenomenal work. The black and white patches too were unbelievably detailed, especially the one with the robot in it.
Oh, the MI10.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do new ones too. So we're going to do a new patch for black and white. So they're going to actually become like collectibles. So there's going to be many. So there'll be a set of them. And so also we do have some extras. So we're going to do like we did with, was it Black and White Second Chance, where we had all the stretch goal items where you could buy them as an add-on. I think it was a tier as well. So we had a tier and then we had them as add-ons. So we'll do the same for Black and White Volume 2. So you'll be able to get whatever stretch goals we still have in stock, you'll be able to purchase as well. So you'll be able to get Volume 1, and then we only have a few of those, the originals left. And then if we sell out of those, then we're going to do a Volume 1 with a new cover on it. So we're going to, when we go to second printing on that, we're going to put another cover on that. And then, so you'll be able to get the first issue. Somehow you'll be able to get the first issue, and then you'll be able to get all the stretch goal goodies too. Because I think there were 2 trading cards with that, and then 2 patches.
Yeah.
And then
buttons. That were
we had buttons. We still have some of the buttons, and I don't know if we have any more of the bookmarks.
Yeah, I don't believe so. Those are gone.
Yeah, I didn't see any. Hit until the
What?
Hit until the adrenaline is used up. Yeah, you just keep whacking until you calm down. I was trying to be nice with that copperhead, but that copperhead is pretty much chopped into little pieces. Yeah, you don't just stop.
We only found one. The one that we did not find is problematic.
Oh, what is this? Is that geriatric? EVS kills geriatric singers. Art kills snakes and insects. How does he kill like singers? That's horrible.
Especially old ones. They can't protect themselves.
Oh, I think it was like a weird coincidence if I remember the story. So Ethan likes like old like lounge club singers, like crooner types.
Oh.
And so I think he went out and he's met these, goes to concerts and gets backstage or whatever. And then he says after he meets these guys, they kind of
pass on.
So don't shake Ethan's hand if you're if you're a
If you're
singer.
a lounge singer.
If you're a lounge singer, yeah, especially if you're up there in age. Oh yeah, kills with a handshake. Yeah. Oh my gosh, no. The other snake is not plotting his revenge because that other snake is probably glad it died. Because the way I think the story went is
this is his narrative.
Yeah, this is my narrative for the way
and he's sticking to it.
Okay, so these two snakes were fighting, and there was a tunnel right next to where they were fighting. So keep that in mind. So they fought. The one that stayed in our yard survived, or actually won the fight, right? So then the other one, with its literal tail between its legs. Can that?
Okay, visual.
Nah,
okay.
can't really have. They don't have no legs. So slithers down. It lost. It's gonna go lick its wounds. It goes down the tunnel, and so then the alpha survived. Right? It stays in the yard, and that's the one I killed. That's
his narrative, and he's sticking to it.
That's my story, and I am definitely sticking to it. Oh, anyone who shakes Ethan's hand dies in 24 hours. Isn't that that's a plot for one of those horror movies, isn't it? Like you get a package through the mail and then within 24 hours you're dead.
Well, if there's ever a Comicsgate convention, nobody shake Ethan's hand.
Yeah,
they'd be dropping like flies.
Especially if you're a singer. Ethan is a Death Eater, confirmed. Somebody, wait, T-Bear, have you ever made dinner out of one of your kills? I actually killed a rattlesnake, and it was fairly fresh. And we had, this is in California, we had some people over to do some work on the house or in the yard or something like that. And they were Hispanic, and I was telling them about it. I was saying, be careful in the yard, whatever. And I just killed it, and it's like, let me see it. And then the guy's like, I'll take it. And I was like, why? He goes, well, I'll eat it. And I'm like, you're going to eat it? He goes, yeah, they're good. And I go, they're good. Like, you're going to make a big deal about eating a snake. They're delicious. And then I said, I heard they were gamey and all this other stuff. He goes, yeah, they are. I go, so they're not good? And he goes, not really. And I love like when you push people, like, and they're just like, no. So I'm saying, so you eat them just because you can say you ate a rattlesnake, right? And he's like, yeah, pretty much. He goes, we ate those in my country. And I said, did you want to eat them, or were they just available and you just didn't have money to buy real food? And he goes, well, we didn't really have money to buy real food. I go, okay, so it's a necessity. I understand eating things because they're a necessity, but I don't understand like going, like, oh, this is really delicious when it's not.
Well, where I grew up, my dad used to kill a deer, or we'd kill a squirrel. We slaughtered our own pigs and chickens for Sunday dinner. It's just the way it was.
I believe Andino Palacios, the dude was trying to impress Art. Hell yeah, he was trying to impress me. Well, should I tell the Bobby Kennedy story? Should I show some artwork off?
Sure. And I'm going downstairs and
do your thing?
Yes, since I embarrassed you with, here's a towel, protect yourself. Actually, it wasn't protect me, it was protect you.
I was like, if it comes back on,
just throw the towel on it.
Why do you think those bull, what do they call matadors have the cape? It's like, look over here, and then they come in at the side. That's how you do it, man.
Yeah, you tell yourself that, huh?
And it was like,
bye everyone.
It was a bright purple, so that's
bright purple towel.
That's their color. Yeah. See, she had to get it in. She had to throw me under the bus before she left. Look at that. She's giggling all the way down. Watch your step. I would hate anything horrible to happen. I would actually. That wouldn't be good. Past Master Dan, art hasn't been introduced to a platter of freshly steamed crawfish that jump around while you try to eat them. Yeah, I'm not one of those exotic, like, let's eat exotic foods. I'm not like that. I'm not like that at all. I like what I like. And if it's good, then I eat multiple, tons of. Matador is Spanish for killer. Yeah. Okay. All right. So here's what you all been waiting for. Okay, this is the Girthy Stallion. I know that Ethan Friday actually debuted it. He showed it off, but I haven't done it on my channel yet. And let's face it, it doesn't matter until it's on this channel. So this is the big channel to pay attention to for all this this groundbreaking artwork. So yeah, so the backstory to this was, while I'm talking, I'll find the artwork. So Ethan Van Sciver found, I guess he was just looking through the internet, found a piece of artwork, and this was Heritage Auctions, and so he found out that this was the Bobby Kennedy, John F. Kennedy's little brother. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. That drew this, put this together, and then gave it to Jackie Kennedy. So I'm naming this after Ethan's campaign, Girthy Stallion. So this piece of artwork will forever be known as the Girthy Stallion, or just Girthy Stallion. I like Girthy Stallion better. So it says, "For Jackie, love and kisses from Bobby," and then it has a little slash under Bobby. So I only found this like really low res image of it. I heard that Ethan had bought the original. But he said no, because I was hoping he had the original, because then I could, he could scan it, and then I could basically do my art over the original scan, because you wouldn't want to ink over the original pencils. But with technology now, we can do that. So there's two versions of this piece of artwork now. So if anybody knows the person that actually bought it, let them know, because I have another piece of artwork here for sale. Just kidding. So Bobby called this Impressionists, or Impressionism, and then it's got a date on it. It says on her 35th birthday. So this is for Jackie. Hugs and kisses from Bobby on her 35th birthday. So I think somebody in the chat, or Ethan, said that this was actually after JFK's assassination. So there's a lot of emotional emotion that was going on, behind the scenes and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure, what, like, if he drew this up and thought like, well, this will cheer her up or something. I'm not sure if, like, I speculate that maybe it was just a really bad drawing, and then he wrote Impressionism on it to make it seem like, oh, it's artsy, or I don't know if he thought this was a really good drawing. I don't know if she did. It's just kind of an interesting, odd thing that an adult, like a grown man, would draw something like this for a girl. It seems like something somebody younger would do. I don't know. Has Bobby Kennedy done other artwork? I should type in and just do a Google search and see if, maybe he was a really good artist. Maybe this was just like a quick, little impressionism, kind of doodle or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, so this was Ethan was doing this on a live stream. He showed this off, and he was saying that he was thinking of buying it. And so then I said, well, I could ink it up. So I was just kind of like bullshitting, like, yeah, I'll ink it up. So he called my bluff, and he was like, yeah, you should do that. So I looked for the original. I found this version. I blue lined it up, and then I did do some research too. I looked at like Impressionism with ink, And so there's a lot of good examples of different ink lines and washes and things like that that are considered impressionistic. So I figured since he called this impressionism, I would go with his intent, because there was several different approaches I was thinking with this. So one was just a really kind of simple impressionism, kind of just like a bold ink line, no washes, no grays. But then I was thinking there's some side of pencil stuff here that he put in. So to be more true to what he drew, maybe there needs to be gray tones, right? So then I ruled out the simple line art approach. And it would be very impressionistic line art too, with a brush. So each one of the lines would have like its own energy and own life to it. I can't think of any artists off the top of my head that have drawn like that, but like Picasso, maybe people like that, very minimal approach, minimalistic approach to the lines. And so I ruled that out because of the gray, because of the side of the pencil stuff. So then I was thinking maybe I would ink it up, like pencil it up like a comic book illustration. Since Ethan wanted to use it, maybe I would do like a comic book version of it, right? And then I looked at it, I was like, well, if I did that, all the original Bobby Kennedy energy and life would be taken out of it. Like it would be completely different. And I was thinking it wouldn't look like Bobby Kennedy was involved anymore. It would just look like I drew it or whatever. So I didn't want to do that. So then I kind of was looking at more impressionistic stuff that had ink wash in it and bold line art. So some bold like brush strokes and then gray tone like wash involved. And so then that led to this. So then this is kind of my impressionistic inks over Bobby Kennedy's impressionistic pencils. So I must say I was a little nervous at first, but as soon as I got into it, I was like, yeah, this is a lot of fun. So it was a lot of just like energetic movement with the brush and just a lot of just kind of throwing caution to the wind, idea. So it wasn't a really overly structured drawing to begin with. So I didn't feel too beholden to like trying to make it exact. So I just kind of put this bold, like almost painterly approach to it, like with ink. And I thought it came out great. I want to see what Ethan wants to do with it first, because he might want the original. I'm going to give him first shot at the original because it is an original. It's on artboard and everything. And if he doesn't want it, I think I'm going to frame it up and I'm going to put it in the house, the new house here. So I think it'd be a good conversation starter. It's like somebody look at it, it's like, it looks like a kid drew it. It's like, yeah, a kid named Bobby Kennedy. And then I can show them the original pencils. Actually, maybe I could do, if I could find a better scan of the original, you could do one of those frames where you do both pieces in there. You do the original Bobby Kennedy and then you do mine right next to it. Or you could do them both in separate frames. Wow, I'm getting some crazy ideas how to decorate the house. But anyway, I think it came out really cool. I think the composition is off. So I just scanned the artboard. I didn't try to reconfigure it. Ethan said he's going to make a variant cover for the Rainbow the Brute campaign. So he also said that he was thinking of getting Kyle Ritter to do color work over it. I must say, I'm really intrigued by that idea. I think that would be a lot of fun to see that thing in more of a comic book type of format. I just think it would, I like just odd pairings of stuff. Oh, I can't do that. Wait, hold on. I was going to clean this up a little bit, but it's not pure white, the background. Let's see. Yeah, this is going to be, but I'm taking out the blue line just so you guys can see. Yeah, that looks cool. There's a better way to take the blue line out, but I'm just trying to do it for the stream, the live stream right now. Yeah, I like it better, like the original composition. But if he puts in the Girthy Stallion logo in there and then has Kyle color it up, that's going to be very interesting looking indeed. But look at all the subtlety. Look at all the kinetic line work. I couldn't quite figure out like where he's sitting, if that was a saddle or if that was his jacket. So I kind of did it as the tails of his jacket. But you can see all the detail. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I even signed my name kind of in a different, like, kind of sloppier style. So yeah, so this is the Bobby Kennedy Art Bear combo jam piece, and I'm so happy that this happened. It is definitely a source of pride. I just like doing interesting things in my life, things that you can talk about. You know, I always look at my wife and I just found this piece of artwork and it said adventure. So one of the things we always say is like our lives are an adventure. And this was before that movie Up came out. So by the way, we're not plagiarizing that. And so we found this thing that said adventure. And so it's on the mantle downstairs. It looks really cool. And so when we moved out to Texas, we were like, it'll be an adventure. And so I just like stuff like this. So I do thank Ethan for giving me the opportunity to do this. And we'll see where this crazy adventure goes. Like, we'll see where this artwork continues and how it continues to evolve. If Ethan indeed is going to use it as a cover. And if so, what is that going to look like? So thanks, everybody, for hanging out and letting me show off my Bobby Kennedy original. I got a Bobby Kennedy original. It's right. Oh my gosh, this is how much I care about stuff. I just stack everything on top of everything. So this is the original right here. I'll keep it back. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. So let me see what you guys are talking about, and then I'll close down. Oh, Philip says it's glorious indeed. This is not a Picasso. It took me a while to really appreciate Picasso's work, and God, this is part of the adventure thing. Pamela and I are at oh God, I forget. It's a resort on one of the islands, the Hawaiian islands, and I think it's called the Grand Wailea or something like that. It's just crazy, beautiful hotel right next to the Four Seasons on the beach. So there's this little art gallery slash I guess like some of the like nice hotels, they had like upscale souvenirs. I don't know what else to call them. They're like, I guess they get different people on the island or different local people, and they do art pieces, right? And so they're like one of a kind. They're not mass produced, but they're kind of like upscale souvenirs, I guess. So there's vases and there's paintings and there's all kinds of stuff in this room. And so we're in the room, and Pamela and I are really like digging some of the stuff, and we're really getting into it, and we're spending a lot of time, and we're talking about stuff and things. And so then this guy comes in, and he's like, yeah, you guys really like this, like artwork and stuff. And then, you know, Pamela likes to go, yeah, my husband's an artist, he draws comic books and stuff like that. And so we went into that. He goes, well, you might really appreciate this. So we walk over to this other side of it's like a gallery. It's like an art gallery. And it's kind of like a vault. And he's got a key, and he opens up the door. And I kid you not, there's another gallery back there. And I think it was, Sure, but I think he was the owner of the Grand Relaya, or one of the owners of the Grand Relaya, because this room was filled with Andy Warhol originals and Picasso originals. And the Andy Warhol, Andy Warhol, whatever. I'll look at him. It's impressive just to see an original, right? So you go, oh, okay, I can say I saw an Andy Warhol close up, right? So on the wall, he has a series of drawings. They're about the size of a comic book, actually. And so there's like 9 or 10 of them or 11 of them, and it starts off, they're ink drawings. It starts off a realistic figure, and then I think they call it de-evolution or de-evolves into the most simplistic form he could possibly make it, which by the end was just one single line that, this is impressionistic, abstract kind of artwork. And it was all ink, like brush and ink. And it was gorgeous, man. Just the movement and stuff. So, and there were like 9 or 11 of them or whatever it was. And you could see, and they were all the same size. So he did them all at the same time. And it was absolutely amazing. And I was like, Picasso, whatever. But after I saw that, I got into some Picasso artwork, and I thought it was fantastic. Some of it's just crap, but it was pretty amazing stuff. So I like his pen and ink stuff, or his brush and ink work. So that's what I really like the Picasso stuff. So very surreal, yeah. Oh, this is what is this? I didn't read it. This is also surreal. Yeah. Give it to Gary Shipman. Why would I give it to Gary Shipman? We love it. RFK. I think we got a fence guy in. So I'm going to have to cut this short. I hear him out in the backyard. So Jeff Potts says, I'm kind of partial to Salvador Dali. Yeah, I like a lot of Dali stuff too. I knew a guy who owned a couple of originals. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Art called Picasso crap confirmed. Some of it I don't like. I will admit, but I can say that about a lot of that type of work. Ethan tricks art into doing this, and art is thanking him. Yeah, but I got a Robert Kennedy original out of it. I mean, who tricked who? Maybe I tricked him. I shot some voodoo at his noodle in a live stream, and I convinced him. By the way, you guys can quote me. Voodoo at his noodle. I shot it right at his noodle. All right, you guys. Thank you for the super chat. I do appreciate it. That was cool. Thanks for the hang, you guys. You guys are always a blast. Thanks for letting me share my Bobby Kennedy original jam piece. And I do have some really cool stuff I want to show off soon. So as I get closer to launching the Black and White Volume 2 page, I will start showing off some black and white stuff. But it's real hard for me not to show it to you right now, because I just like to share. So thanks again, you guys. Have a wonderful Monday, and take care and be good.